Today we live in a society that considers itself sexually liberated and very open about all things concerning sex. The paradox for me is that I see very few couples that actually talk together about their sex life. I actually think a culture that gives us articles on 12 new ways to please your man and 14 new ways to drive your woman wild is taking us farther and farther away from great sex. Because if one of these top 10 ways really worked, there wouldn't be a need for the next magazine issue or blog post that gives us a whole new set of 10 or 12 or whatever number of whatever ways to do whatever, would it? If I were to pick out 20 couples and invite them to recommend a good book or an article on sex, what do you think they would say? Something from a men's or a woman's magazine? Another best-selling book? You know what I think very few people would say? The Bible. In fact, if I got 20 couples together and announced that our text would be from the Bible, I'm pretty sure that I would hear a collective groan. And the most common question would be, why? Why the Bible? Somewhere in that whole creation thing, God created sex. Now think through this with me. Who designed our bodies in a way that can give incredible pleasure? Who made us so that in sex, a man and a woman fit perfectly together? God. He made man and woman and had this great idea about sex. It wasn't supposed to be something dirty, but beautiful. I think God was very excited to give us that gift and to see us receive it. In the Bible, there's a book called the Song of Solomon. Twice in that book, the man and the woman, the husband and wife, make love. One time he starts at her head and he moves down her body. Another he starts at her feet and he moves up. It's this really sexy picture of a husband and his wife enjoying each other. And get this, the Bible says they enjoyed each other all night long. That was God's plan. A way for the physical, the emotional, and the spiritual to all come together in one act. It was His gift to us. Yet somehow we've messed it up. I want you to experience sex exactly the way God intended to be enjoyed. It's going to take some more work. For some, healing from the past needs to take place. For others, it will be fleshing out all the distorted sexual crud that our culture feeds us. And for others, we'll be going back to square one and starting over. I say it all the time, but I believe it with all that I am. The best sex ever can only happen in the context of a Christian marriage. Don't ever settle for less.